What is up, Shredheads? Today I'm here to talk to you about the Crybaby GCB 95 down here. This thing's painted like an alligator because this is the first Crybaby I ever had in my life, and I wanted to have the coolest looking wah pedal alive, and so I painted it to look like an alligator. I gave it to my buddy DJ Space Titties, and I borrowed it back from him just so I could do this review. And I still think this Crybaby looks awesome. This is one out of the two hand-painted freaking alligator wahs I have. And I think this thing is really great. And if you're in the market for a Crybaby wah, a standard Crybaby will do you a lot of good. It's been used by so many greats in the past, by Clapton, by Jimmy Page, by Jimi Hendrix, and any Jimmy that you know personally. Every Jimmy has used this pedal. This pedal is the standard. It is the classic. It is the original Crybaby, and it really works well for pretty much every style of music possible. If you want to do funk, this works really well for funk. If you just want to shred your butt off, which is basically what I do with wahs, you can do that as well. Since this channel is basically a big old metal channel, shred is what it's all about. And this thing has that Kirk Hammett shred your butt off type of sound to it, and I think it works really well for shred. But if you want to funk out with this, you can go for it. This thing goes pretty cheap. It goes around 80 bucks new. 80 bucks. 80 bucks. Got to do the hand gesture for the got to do the hand gesture for the price because it's that good. And besides that, you can get these pretty cheap used. I bought this used. It's actually a special edition white version of this, and for the money, I think it was worth every penny, more or less. This thing sounds really great. There are a couple things you need to know about owning the standard, is that there's no knobs or buttons on there. It's just what you get out of the box. I've used a couple wah pedals over the years, and I've found that the wah pedals that are signature series, I used to have a Zakk Wylde, it's much better than this. Like, the way it sounds has a bit of a higher quality to it. You can get more sweep and you can get more fullness out of something like a Zakk Wylde wah or the 535Q than you can with this. But this pedal itself, I think, is more or less the standard. It is really a great entry into the wah pedal sphere, more or less. And by owning one, you can really gauge different types of wahs just based off of this wah right here. This is more or less the gateway drug of choice when it comes to the wah pedal. And I would highly suggest buying one if you've never had a wah pedal in your life, especially if you're into rock or metal. I think the Crybaby does extremely well for rock and metal because it has a very potent sound to it that really kicks. This thing is very in your face, and that's what I like about the Crybaby wahs. They're just very potent sounding wah pedals. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with this wah pedal down here, the GCB 95. The standard for the last million years. Great wah pedal. If you have the money, go buy one today. And if you've already played one before, check out the other wah pedals, especially the 535Q. That is probably my favorite wah pedal of all time. And that's because it is so customizable. And the thing you are getting with the standard wah is just the standard. You can't really change the sweep. You can't change the EQ of it like you can with the 535Q, but out of the box, without any of that crap, this thing sounds great, and you should be proud of owning the 535Q. Oh, you should be proud of owning any Crybaby, more or less, because they're all freaking great. Especially this one, the original Coca-Cola classic Crybaby wah.